trampolines, driving naked, owning a tank. Shockingly, all these things are legal. So here's a list of 5 things that should totally be illegal. Number 1, selling caffeine to children. Everyone loves drugs, especially children. And no one knows this better than Logan Paul. When he's not promoting crypto scams, Logan can be seen advertising his drink Prime Hydration. Each 12-ounce can of Prime has 200 milligrams of caffeine. 200! To put that in perspective, that's 6 times the amount in a can of Coke.
Whoa, I didn't fucking know that shit, man. What the fuck?
Fucking Red Bull only has 114
milligrams.
And this guy is allowed to advertise it to children. To children! What does a child even need caffeine for? They can already wake up at 7 a.m. without having the desire to kill their girlfriend. And everyone knows caffeine is both addictive and has withdrawal symptoms. Yet, every scooter mom in Walmart keeps buying it for their kids who idolize someone that dry humps people for a living. I can't wait for Logan's next investment, crystal meth cupcakes. Dude.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This motherfucker said, I can't even say what he said. Look at him selling that shit with that motherfucking flour.
Who's gonna make a killing at the church bake sale. Number 2, child beauty pageants, also known as OnlyFans for pedophiles. For someone who's grown up with the internet, it takes a lot to disgust me, but Toddlers and Tiaras does it every time. How is putting a push-up bra on a child not fucking illegal? Seriously, how are these parents rewarded for committing crimes against humanity? This show should rebrand itself as Surprise CPS, where as soon as a
Could you imagine a Chris Hansen type motherfucker popping out like, all right, man, why did you do this? That was a miss. That was a miss. Cut that shit out. All right.
Parent forces their child into booty shorts. Surprise! CPS shows up. I don't even know who the most evil is here. Is it the network for making advertisements of children twerking? Is it the audience who are definitely predators playing pocket pool? Or is it the judges who are scoring the best striptease competition when it's clear the only number they want to give out is their own? Number 3, tax exemptions for churches. How many little boys need to get bediddled before we shut down churches? Approximately 5% of all priests are accused of molesting children.
To be honest, like, churches should be digital at this point. I don't think anybody needs to go into a physical church anymore. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. Like, oh, welcome into the house of the Lord, but you be doing the most foul shit in the house of the Lord. So can we just watch you on TV? I don't know.
If there was a 5% chance you get molested in Target, you think twice about getting that Pikachu hoodie. Now, I'm not saying you can't be Christian or Catholic or any other wrong religion. I'm just saying Catholic churches seem to be breeding grounds for pedophiles. Who would have guessed telling a guy he can't have sex then putting him alone in a room with little boys would go off the rails? And if you're a pedo looking for a job, why would you not want to be a priest? You're left alone with impressionable young men, there doesn't seem to be any background checks, and your supervisor never shows up to work. But ignore—
That's fucking insane. The Lord told me. He told you that personally?
Ignoring all the separation of church and state, why are we giving taxpayer money to the Vault Police? Is it because some of them are charities? Because the only donation I see is the one Father Cunningham keeps giving to little Billy. Number 4, infant circumcision. Why do people still do this? Google tells me it can help reduce bacteria underneath your foreskin, but you know what else can help reduce bacteria? Basic hygiene! How does slicing your Johnson even get started? Like, I've seen some terrible TikTok trends, but this takes the cake. Sex is the best thing that can happen to a guy. That's why a threesome is on every guy's bucket list. Because the only thing better than having sex with one person is having sex with 2 people. So why would you roll the dice and snip the only thing giving you dopamine? Because you're one handshake away from your parents changing your name from Steve to Stacy. Number 5, bribery. I'm sorry, I meant to say lobbying. In America, money can buy anything. A nice car, a girlfriend with no gag reflex, and almost any law you want. You see, giving a congressman money and saying, make me a law that helps my company and fucks the working man, is illegal. But funding their re-election campaign, totally legal. Companies aren't buying legislation. They're just giving thousands of dollars because tits, why are they giving thousands of dollars?
Yeah, why?
I guess out of the kindness of their heart. The point is, it's not related. Also completely unrelated, this video is sponsored by Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield, where life-saving medication is only a phone call away. Unless you're poor, then sorry, Moocher, it's the casket for you. Number 6, dumb people having children. How is there no IQ test in order to have children? You need to take a test to drive a car, but not to raise a child? How does that make sense? I'm pretty sure I could do more damage with a kid I never hug, rather than my Prius. There should at least be an interview process where someone looks over your finances and talks to your friends. Hey, where do you think the over-under is that Paul bediddles kids? Besides, there's already enough stupid people in the world. We don't need your special needs ass popping out more. Let's agree.
That's an insane fucking take.
There should at least be a limit. There's a show on TLC called Doubling Down Derricos where a couple has 14 kids. 14! That bitch probably sounds like a windbreaker flapping in the wind.
Oh, fucking wind. Cause let me just say this: Doubling Down Doritos. Like, bro, there's no fucking way. One. That man don't make nearly enough money. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. There's no way. There's no room, no space, no money. Stop it.
I can't be a good parent to 5 kids, let alone 14. I hope one of them grows up to be a carpenter. That way they can staple their mom's pussy shut. Number 7, paparazzi. Stalking people is illegal. Unless you're a celebrity, then it's cool. They have more money than us. Don't even view them as people. But nowadays, what even is a celebrity? Everyone makes content. Who isn't making videos exploiting their dog, their kids, or their for views?
Because people be acting like that shit is not exploitation, but it really is. There are dogs with fucking Instagram accounts. There are fucking cats with TikTok accounts. And we love watching that shit. And then we watching your cat do little stupid cat shit. And then you in there talking about some, yeah, break that shit up. Like, why is your cat and your dog throwing their ass back? Like, can we talk about this shit? Are you not sick as fuck?
So can you just stalk anyone with a social media account? If so, I'm ready to take down my curtains and show you a helicopter disaster worse than the one that killed Kobe. So those are 7 things that should totally be illegal. If I missed any, please let me know down in the comments.
That's fucked up. My emotional support animal. Yeah, that you getting straight checks out of. That motherfucker can pay rent.